Say, would you consider introducing me to your father? Does he need a legal consultant? A little lawyer humor.
Ah, you just want a client. God damn it, Hoshino.
A series of brutal murders rocks the young elites in Kamurocho. Each victim was a founder of Crimson Lotus, a group of thugs for hire. Mikiko lost her only sister at the hands of these thugs, along with her foster parents. And to get revenge, she takes matters into her own hands. Like a phantom in the night, she attempts to kill the Crimson Lotus founders one by one. However, Ken Mochi lays an ambush for Mikiko, fearing that he might be her next target. Kaito bursts in on the scene and returns Mikiko back to safety. Seeing her safe and sound grants him a moment's repose, but their ordeal is far from over.
Hey Internet, it's Jessica, and welcome to Kaito Files. We're on the final chapter, it's chapter 4, called Cat and Mouse. I believe this is the final chapter, but my goodness, last chapter ended on a really, I guess, sad note, because Kenmochi, turns out he's not that terrible. He's just drunk because of like what he has done, and he didn't even mean to do what happened. And I do feel a little bit bad for him because it's clear that he's trying to show some remorse for what has happened. But now we got Mikiko, so let's see how this goes.
Hey, is she all right? They didn't do nothing to her, did they?
No.
Yeah, she's fine. She's just out.
Oh, that's good.
Get in, Kaito. We're taking Mikiko-san somewhere safe.
Fine. But you better be ready to talk.
Uh-huh.
I have a feeling that maybe she knew Kaito is like as a detective now, and that's purposely why she went with them instead of him. That's what I'm assuming.
As you can see, we're packing up. Excuse the mess.
No, it's fine.
Crazy to think you were working for Mikiko all this time. Why didn't you just say so?
Because we
My
only
privilege.
found out who she really was the other day.
Or that.
We had no idea she was June's mom, either.
Even though she's your client?
All she gave us was a job, not her name. Said to protect a Jun Sadamoto.
That's why they
Kidnap
were
him if
trying
you
to
have
kidnap
but
him.
make sure he stays safe. That's the long and short of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not following. So, she hired some crooked detectives and left her husband and kid in the dark? Just, what the hell was she planning?
You're aware she's been trying to get revenge on Crimson Lotus, yes?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
So, what if she needed a babysitter? After her deed was done, all she'd need to do was swing by here, pick up June, and hightail it out of Japan.
Bullshit.
What about her husband though? That's a little bit shady, don't you think? I know he's not the greatest, but that's kind of weird.
Masaharu-san,
Oh, you scared the piss out of me.
you saved me again?
Don't tell me you forgot. I'm supposed to be your bodyguard, remember?
That's kind of sweet. Like, he still remembers after all these years. I imagine he would, because that's his, like, girlfriend, his first love, I'm assuming, for Kaito.
All right, Mikiko. Tell me, did you really kill those people?
I intended to, but I never got the chance.
What do you mean?
Well, someone else was always one step ahead of me. No matter who I was after, they were killed before I even showed up.
Oh, so she never killed them.
Ashizaki, the man in the burning building, same deal. He was dead by the time I arrived, and the place was already up in smoke.
Huh.
So then, you're saying you're not a killer after all?
Okay, that's kind of good, because I was gonna
Correct.
get worried.
Do I give
She's a
anything
serial
to
killer.
know myself? Bastards.
Any idea who might be beating you to the punch?
I wish I knew.
I see.
So, someone was going around killing the founders of Crimson Lotus before Mikiko could get to them? Okay, I'm still holding out my theory that her husband is a part of this somehow. It would not shock me if he was the one killing them, because if you really think about it, who would go after it? If these guys are not a part of it, they're on Mikiko's side. They're out of the game. Ken Mochi wasn't really trying to kill anybody, he just wanted to stop her from killing him. And he had no idea that, her sister and her parents were in the building. He was told it was empty. So I don't think he would go around just killing people willy-nilly if he's already suffering from PTSD of like what happened, you know what I mean? So they're out. I don't think that guy with the blue hair would do anything either, because he seems like he's just a big talker. He wouldn't be fighting or anything like that. And the doctor that we discovered, I don't think he would do anything either because he's in love with her. So that's why the only person I can think of is her husband. But who else would hold a 14-year-old grudge against these guys who murdered Mao-chan and her family? Okay, now that Kaito just said that, maybe the husband is not a bad guy and he's just doing that to get revenge for his wife. That's not unheard of. Like, if he genuinely loves his wife and everything like that, it wouldn't surprise me. Or if he thinks that these people killed his wife to be or drove her to suicide, like he said she was having problems at her job. That could be another reason why he would want to get in on this. But again, it's kind of weird that he's doing it without telling her, even though we just told him she's alive and everything. So that's the part where it kind of loses me. Like, why would you do that?
Mikiko, there's a lot I want to ask you. Are you okay to talk?
Yeah.
Alright, let's start with your motive.
Why go after the Crimson Lotus founders? Was it really out of revenge? You mentioned Crimson Lotus being responsible for killing your family. What set this all into motion?
It all started with Ken Mochi. He was some kind of real estate broker way back when. He was making a fortune too. And that was before the went after my parents.
Oh, so he was working in real estate before. Okay, I didn't know that.
Sadamoto-san mentioned something like that.
Except, there was no evidence that they ever started the fire. The police pinned it all on the stalker and left it at that. Meaning it's up to me to get justice.
Mikiko.
Okay, about your fake suicide.
2 years back, you disappeared from your home, leaving a suicide note behind. The cops believe you killed yourself, but obviously you never did.
Of course not. Besides, I can't just die and leave my son behind. It was Crimson Lotus who framed my suicide. Must have been convenient for them.
I figured that was the case. But still, I can't believe you lived. They seriously pushed you off a waterfall?
To this day, I have no clue how I survived. I was apparently knocked out at the time. Maybe I have the devil's luck. Anyway, when I woke up, Shirakawa-san had already taken me in. But I couldn't remember anything.
What made your memories come back?
Him?
I was watching TV.
TV?
Yes. And Kyoya's face was on there.
Oh, never mind.
Right. Your husband.
I thought it'd be
He's been on
Kaito.
TV a lot lately. I think I saw him on some morning show. Anyway, he was chatting with a celebrity, looking real smug. And that's when it all came back. What Crimson Lotus had done to me, and what they took away.
Was there a reason you didn't contact your family right then? Sadamoto-san and June were worried like hell.
Let's just say I had some unfinished business to
I
do.
think she knows.
The kind a woman's family doesn't need to know about.
Okay then. Let's say you had taken down Crimson Lotus. Then what?
Why do I get the
You really
suspicion
meant
that
for these
maybe she knows
dopes
that
to take
her
June?
husband's a little bit crooked but doesn't want to believe it yet?
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
She's a smart lady.
That's all I can say.
Whoa, what the hell? Was she seriously planning on running off with June overseas? Okay, Bato.
Mikiko, Why'd you want to stick June with these shady assholes?
Because I needed a detective who'd take an anonymous job. I couldn't let it get out that I was still alive.
Yeah, so it's
The last
easy to
thing I
go to
wanted
them
was
because they're kind of
Crimson
like
Lotus hunting
crooked.
me down first. And while detectives are supposed to maintain confidentiality, I can't just take that at face value. Besides, any legit detective would turn down some random woman asking to snatch up a specific kid, right?
Yeah.
True. Guess that explains why you go to ex-Yakuza.
Yeah. Except Igarashi-san figured out who I was midway through it all.
Sorry I had to pry, Mikiko-san. But I always vet my clients. I'll admit, I was shocked to find out a dead woman hired us. Not to mention, one who was hell-bent on taking out Crimson Lotus. Those disgusting bastards. But hey, that's the most exciting shit that's happened to us in years.
I like it. I was like, wow, this is so cool.
I appreciate the help,
Oh my
Igarashi-san.
god.
Your people have had my back since day one. And Senda-san, I'm sorry my actions put you in harm's way.
How'd you even afford them after being gone 2 years?
Yeah, where'd you get the money from?
Cash stored away somewhere?
After all I went through, I still managed to have my wedding ring. Pawned that off right away.
Oh, she pawned it. Oh,
Apparently it was enough to cover my fee, and then some.
Coming from the guy who dropped 20 mil on a watch, man, how much was that ring worth? I was gonna say that's not surprising considering her husband's like freaking rich, and yeah, just like June, remember when he had the watch and he was like, yeah, this is real, a collector, you could sell for a lot of money, so that doesn't surprise me. All right, now the real question about Jun's dad. I still feel like, I don't know, do you think that whole like thing about the journal was real, or is it just like wishful thinking? Because I can't help but think maybe it is wishful thinking. I don't know though.
You know, your boy June ended up paying me a visit. He wanted me to help him find his mom.
I knew about that. Igarashi-san had told me he was with you. It didn't take me long to figure out what he was up to.
He also thinks he's my son. Of course, I beg to differ, but,
Right. That's all in his imagination.
yeah, that's what your husband said too. I guess June was reading her diary from when we were together, and got some ideas in his head. He said you wrote, "I'll never see Masaharu-san again," and I should get this taken care of.
I wrote that? Huh. I wonder what I meant.
Come on, you really don't remember?
How could I? That diary's as old as time. And even so... Wait. You don't mean...
Ringing some bells?
What?
Remember that time I borrowed 50,000 yen while we were out shopping? I forgot to grab money from the bank. But there it was, the cutest coat I had ever seen. The last one on the rack. And of course, I left my card at home too.
Huh. Know what? It does sound familiar.
Wait,
Hold
is it
on.
that she
Don't
owes him
tell me.
money?
Mm-hmm. I never gave you your money back after we split up. So I was stuck thinking about whether or not I should pay you back. It would have been pretty awkward after the breakup we had. So yeah, that was stressful.
What? You mean to tell me that's what all that meant?
If you want, I could give you 50 grand right now.
No thanks.
Really? Okay, you're the boss.
Honestly, I feel like Kaito's a little bit disappointed. I know he's probably relieved, like, oh thank god. But like, I feel like he's a little bit disappointed because Jun is really a sweet kid. He's honestly so nice. Mikiko must be exhausted. I think I got what I needed.
Easy, Mikiko-san. They might have put drugs in your system. Why don't you take a rest in the back?
Sure. I'll take you up on that.
Your guy, Senda. He's into Mikiko, isn't he?
That obvious.
Everyone's into her, apparently.
Yeah.
What can I say? The guy's a big softy. I always tell him not to get too close to clients.
What about you? Mikiko got your attention too? For a crooked detective, I'd say you're pretty devoted.
Maybe I am. I've always respected fearless women like her. And besides, it's devotion that got our customer satisfaction rate topping 80%.
I mean, yeah.
That said, the guarantee applies to real customers only. Suckers don't get the same deal.
Corrupt and methodical. Gotta have a system, right? Huh?
What? Damn, guess Sanamoto-san's a popular man in his field. Mikiko said he's been appearing on TV a bunch lately.
Hey, Kaito. You think Mikiko-san's into sweets?
Oh, yeah. If memory serves, she always liked dessert with her coffee.
Noted. Thank you.
My god, guys, come on. First the doctor, now this dude.
Kaito here. What's up?
Guess what? I was
Hey,
able to
Scuba.
salvage the data from that hard drive. Damn
Of
it,
course he
February.
could. He's good enough to do it.
No shit. Nice going, man. Anything useful on there?
Well, I did find something intriguing. Scans of some under-the-table transactions. Though, whether they're useful to you or not, that I cannot say.
Okay.
Well, wanna fill me in anyway?
Okay, so these scans showed questionable wire transfer records. It seems it was a security company that burned down. But 17 years ago, it received very large sums of unspecified funds over the course of 7 years. And the source of these funds was a smartphone app developer called Devenir.
So, some smartphone company illegally funds a security firm.
What does her husband do? He just said he's a
That,
CEO, but what is his
unfortunately, I
job?
could
Like,
not
what?
find. I
what-
tried
what's his
combing through their
company?
email
They never
history,
said,
but
right?
Still, nothing came up.
Alright.
Oh, and this Devenir? It doesn't seem to exist anymore. In fact,
okay,
there are
never
hardly
mind.
any records of it operating. I'm tempted to think it's a dummy corporation, Kaito-san.
Probably is.
Now tell me that's not fishy.
Very fishy.
Indeed. Alas, that's about all I managed to recover. However, I do intend on looking into this Devenir a bit further.
Oh, Skooma will
Seeing
find
as there
it.
isn't
If
much
he's
about
gonna
it on
look,
the
he's
web,
gonna find
I'll
it.
likely have to do some extra digging.
Appreciate all the help, Tsukumo.
Of course. Just ping me if there's anything else you need.
So now we got records of illegal wire transfers from a smartphone app company to a security company. And the guy who ran the security company, Saki, was one of the founders in the Crimson Lotus. Guess the smartphone company and Crimson Lotus had some sort of agreement between them then?
Guys, this is bad.
What?
Mikiko-san.
Oh shit, she left.
Where is she?
I don't know. The window was open when I got here.
Also, it took you that long to tell us?
Mikiko, where the hell did you go?
Yeah, she's got a
Seriously going
vengeance
after
about
Crimson
her,
Lotus
so
again?
I feel like that whole headache thing was an
not
act.
good.
You know something?
What?
Oh, no?
Liar!
Numbnuts here. Doesn't know a damn thing.
He can speak for himself. Now talk.
Well, it's just that Mikiko-san might be...
Senda! Whatever she decides to do, we see it through to the end. That was the deal, wasn't it?
You trying to turn Mikiko into a criminal? You know detectives are supposed to protect their clients, right?
We are protecting our client by not letting you interfere with her work.
Do we have to fight again?
No, Igarashi. I really can't stand this.
Oh my god, I thought we were friends!
To beat the truth out of you then.
God damn it.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh wait, now that I think about it, we did not fight him. We fought the other dude.
Dreaming of the day I get to cave in your skull. Let's go, Kaito.
Bitch, you're using a fucking sword. Are you? What the? Senda, I already fought you. Get out of here. Oh shit. Might as well use it because I know I'm gonna lose it. Oh, we can go into the office. Sick. I'm bleeding. Shit, dude.
Done already?
Ah, fuck! Hang on. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I keep pressing the wrong ass button. You have more health bar than the other dude, so... Oh, fuck. Run! Come on. Oh, shit! What the hell is that thing in the corner? Hang on. Move! Oh shit! What is zone? I don't even know what zone is. Ow! What zone? You know what? Let's take a look at that. What is zone? Hyper focus. Creators need all concentration. Is this an energy drink? I think that's an energy drink. Okay, let me just use this. Oh god, no! Kaito! Ah! I didn't press it! No! Damn it! I didn't press circle, I pressed X! Why? I pressed circle! Are you fucking kidding me? I pressed circle! That's fucked up. Beat his ass, come on! There we go. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed it twice! The counter! Oh man!
Spill it. Where'd Mikiko run off to?
Dude, just tell me.
You really think you can save Mikiko-san? The guy who left her in the dust for the Matsukane family.
Fuck you.
Dude, that's...
Believe
Don't say
me,
that.
Kaito, her anguish runs deeper and darker than you can possibly fathom. She's fueled by a hatred too hot to be contained. That is, until she kills her target.
That is a flaw about her character, because like every time somebody wronged someone, she made sure
Collecting June wasn't all she had us do.
they got their
There was another
justice.
thing
Kind of like
she asked
June,
us
because
to
he's in that
do.
same sense.
Which is how we learned of suffering that'd push anybody over the edge.
Tell me.
I'll ask you again. Do you really think you can save Mikiko-san? You got the balls to face the misery she's going through and accept what she's become?
My mind's already made up. I'm gonna save Mikiko. Don't give a rat's ass if I die trying.
Well said. Then let's go.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Go where?
To Ijincho, Yokohama. I'll fill you in on the drive. Any unfinished business you have, go take care of it now.
I guess they were just trying to test Kaito to see if he really is devoted to her still. Because whatever she's about to do is gonna be really fucked up. Come to think of it, June is still over at the office. Better go check on him. Oh god. Why do I have the feeling he's not there anymore? I just feel like he's not there. He's like his mom. Like, I don't think he's there. Before we go anywhere, leveling up and then also getting Kaito some healing. Oh god! Healing, things. Look at that. Nice. Okay, so let me boost my health first of all. That's kind of important. Should I just go all in and just do my attacks too? Yeah, fuck it. And yeah, you know what? Look at this too. Why not? Alright, let me go get some food for Kaito and some like new equipment too, because we're gonna get some stuff. We're definitely gonna need it. And yeah, we'll head over to the office. Oh, kid, please be here. Please be here, kid. Oh, he's actually here! I'm surprised! I thought he would leave!
Where's Mom?
Don't worry, she got out alright. Turns out she never killed anyone either.
What do you mean? Whew, that's good news. Glad to hear my mom's not a killer.
We still don't know who the culprit is, though. And I'm running short on leads.
Wait, then where is Mom now?
Gone? I don't want the kid to worry anymore.
About that. She's still got some stuff to take care of.
Yo, Kaito, you're terrible at covering up lies.
She said she'll be back once it's all handled.
Yeah? What kind of stuff would that be?
That I don't know. Maybe shopping?
Dude.
Shopping? Now? Okay then.
Oh my god.
So, what are your plans?
Actually, June, you and I are gonna hang for a bit.
We are?
Yeah. After all you've been through looking for your mom, I figure we could both use a break. Grand tour of Kamurocho sound good?
Hell yeah! Let's do it!
Then let's hit the streets.
Okay!
Who knows what'll happen in Jicho? Better make the most of this, because I don't want to have any regrets. Might be a good idea to take June around and visit Higashi or Hoshino. Oh my god! Let's go to Higashi! I'll head back to Igarashi once I'm done. Oh my god. We're gonna go to Genda Law as well. Too bad Yagami ain't around. This sucks, man. I would love it if Yagami was in this DLC. Alright, so whatever's the closest. Either the arcade or, oh. Kaito-san, were you able to find Mikiko-san? Oh, right. I forgot about Shirakaba. I left her at the hospital. Yeah, I found her, but it's kind of complicated, though. I'm at M-Side Cafe in Komuro Theater. Would you like to have a chat? I'll stop by when I feel like it. That's really funny. It's not a matter of like, yeah, we'll head over there next. Now I'm just gonna stop by when I feel like it. Oh, Kaito. Hey, Hoshino, what the hell is that? Wait, what is that?
What have we here?
Well, yeah, Genesis said that he and Matsugane-san were brothers in arms. Boss did say he got a lot of fights when he was younger. Oh. Memories? Wait, what? Hammer... Wait... Oh. Okay, we got a new move. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Hey, Hoshino! What's up, bro?
Yo, Hoshino-kun. Flying solo today?
Yeah, and Saori-san's gone out too. Oh? Who's this young man, Kaito-san?
He's a client. Been looking for his mom.
Wow. I'm impressed you came to make this request on your own.
Even brought my own payment. A 20 million yen watch.
He kind of stole it.
20 million? You're joking, right?
Seems to be legit. His dad's the CEO of some huge venture company. Says he jacked it from his collection.
Say, would you consider introducing me to your father? Does he need a legal consultant?
Huh?
Not the time, Hoshino-kun.
Sorry, just a little lawyer humor.
Ah, you just want a client. God damn it, Hoshino. Alright, let's go see,
Hell is
Higashi.
that?
Wait. Oh, Jun just teleported. I thought he was gonna jump out the window, too. Never mind! Alright, let's go to Charles. Oh, looks like a status update from Talk. Kaito-san, I finally finished the job for Genda-sensei. I'll be back tomorrow morning. You ever find the husband? You said he tried to run out of the divorce proceedings, right? Yeah, he ran off into the mountains with his son. We eventually cornered him in the lake in one of those swan boat things. You have any idea how hard it is to chase someone in one of those? My legs are dead after all that pedaling. Damn, sounds like another day on the job. We always get stuck doing that shit whenever it's Kamurocho and Jicho. You could say that again. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back soon. So hold down the fort, all right? Sure thing. And don't forget to bring me back a souvenir.
Ooh, who's hitting you up?
Best friend.
Yagami. I call him Tak. He's my boss and, sort of like a partner in the biz.
Is he strong?
Oh, yeah.
To an extent. But there's no way he could take me. I think.
Whoa, he must be pretty tough, though, if you're working for him.
Tough enough to count on in a pinch, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll introduce you when I get the chance.
Man, imagine seeing Kaito's boss in action. Sounds awesome.
Aww. That's kind of cute. Even though Yagami's not even here, he's still praising him. That's so sweet. Okay, let's go down here. Higashi, you in here? Yo, where's Higashi? Is he not here? Where's my friend? Get out of the way. Hey, buddy!
Yo, Higashi.
Kaito Aniki, what's good? By the way, whose kid is that?
Remember the kid who was making a ruckus at Charles? Voila.
Ah, so this is him. Why is he with you then?
Well, long story. We're looking for his mom. That'd be Mikiko.
Whoa. Hang on, so he's Mikiko's son?
Yep. And we found out she's still alive, too.
All right, he doesn't know
No
any of that
way.
since the beginning.
That's great!
Hey, so this is Higashi-kun. You were in Mom's diary, too. He's like a little brother you just can't rely on. That's you, right?
Hey, Mikiko-san really said that about me?
Oh.
She also wrote, he acts like a tough guy, but he's sweet if a little wimpy. Not sure he's cut out to be a Yakuza.
He's too nice.
What?
Well,
Poor Higashi.
Next time you see Mikiko, show her what a badass manager you are and make her eat those words.
You bet I will, Aniki.
All finished up on your end, Kaito?
Yep.
Yo, look out!
What?
Don't worry.
Oh, right, he kidnapped him. I forgot about that.
Bum to look after you.
Yeah, right. Like I'd ever buy that. No frickin' way.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't know you were Mikiko's kid when this all started.
You tried to kidnap me on multiple occasions, by force!
Yeah, that's kind of
Struck by
bad.
lightning!
I was only doing my job. You should have just came along quietly.
Seriously? Who'd be dumb enough to just go along with some shady Yakuza?
It's true. It's true. It doesn't matter if they're detectives. You still look like a Yakuza.
Of course I do. You're the brainless one.
Oh my god.
All right, kids, settle down. Senda, don't we have places to be?
Right.
Come on, dude. Let's
The
go.
boss is waiting.
Yokohama now.
I'm ready, Kaito.
Am I forgetting anything? No, I bought everything. We're good. Let's just go.
Good to go.
Okay, let's hit the road. Oh, but the kid's gotta stay. Boss wants to talk mano a mano.
Where's June
That
gonna
right.
say then?
What? Why can't I come with?
Because I said so, twerp.
Jerk. Be that way.
No telling what's about to happen. Might be best if Jin stays
June,
back.
just
Yeah,
chill in my
I
office.
kind of agree
I'll
with
get
that.
you
Like,
something.
he's got a good heart, but
Good?
I feel like if a knife shows up, he's
Fine.
gonna faint. And also, he could get hurt. He's still
Oh,
young.
and by the way, Mom's not really out shopping, is she? You'll bring her back, right?
You bet.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hold you to that. Make sure nothing bad happens to her. Got it?
That's a promise. You'll see her again real soon.
Remember, you promised.
Oh man, why do I feel like something bad is gonna happen
God,
now?
what an annoying little punk. Cocky as hell, too.
Damn right.
He's still a good kid.
So, Igarashi, why Jincho? Wasn't everything going down in Kamurocho?
It just so happens that Rhizome, the precursor to Crimson Lotus, is having a reunion today. The venue's a hotel in Ijincho. And every
Oh.
founding member of that group will be there. At least the ones who are still alive.
I'm guessing Mikiko wants every last one of them dead, doesn't she?
Uh-huh. On top of that, her final target's also planning to show. The one she wants dead the most.
You mean outside of Crimson Lotus? Who?
The one going around killing the founders of Crimson Lotus before she can.
What the hell are you talking about? Why'd Mikiko
Because
want to take out
they're
who's ever
stealing
killing
her
enemies?
revenge. I'm pretty sure that's why
They've
she's
got
mad
a
about
common
it.
goal, don't they?
Hell, you're a detective.
Or
Trying
they're
using
hiding
that old
something. Like
noggin
they're
is
shutting them
like
down
a
before
Jew.
she can get an answer. You know what I mean?
Primitive
Like
as you
taking them
are,
out.
I'm sure you can piece it together, knowing what you know. Plus, Ijincho's an hour away. How about we make like detectives and go over what we know?
Yeah, sounds a bit too buddy-buddy for me. Besides, I'm a punch first, go over shit later kind
That's
of
why
guy.
Yagami's the go-to guy.
I can see that. However, if you were to, say, arrive at the truth on your own, then no one breaks confidentiality.
Fine, fine, I'll bite.
Because they can't talk because of that.
Real killer, huh?
Let's do this, Brain. Who could Mikiko want dead even though they're killing Crimson Lotus for her?
There is one thing that's been bugging me. That security company owner, Ashizaki. His office was set on fire. But the point of burning the place wasn't to kill him.
To get rid of the evidence.
After all, he was shot up on the roof. So the killer must have torched it for another reason.
Oh, starting with the motive. Not bad. Go on.
So there's our problem. Why would the killer want to burn the office? I'm thinking.
Destroy evidence for the thrills. To burn the body, it was the signal. Destroy evidence, because that computer that Skuma found the data on about that company is a big deal.
There was some evidence that would incriminate the killer. So they burned the place to get rid of it.
Interesting. And?
I think I know just what the killer was trying to hide.
The funds.
I asked a buddy of mine to pull the data from a burnt hard drive I picked up at the scene. What he found were records of illegal wire transfers to the security company. And the company sending the cash was a smartphone app developer that isn't around anymore. I'd wager the killer'd want to have these records erased.
Hey, you're good. Didn't think you'd get your hands on those. By the way, that smartphone app company, you're talking about Devenir, I assume.
Okay, how the hell do you know?
It was thanks to Mikiko-san, really. She requested we look into a certain someone. Over the course of our investigation, we learned about a dummy company called Devenir. And as you can guess, Devenir was created as a front for this certain someone. He used it to directly employ Crimson Lotus. Cover-ups to customer service. They handled all sorts of trickier than usual jobs.
So you're saying this guy's the one who's been killing off the Crimson Lotus founders?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Now, who could it be? Here's a hint. Mikiko-san approached us anonymously. Why do you think
her fucking husband, man. Who else has that kind of fucking
you guys
money?
could have broken confidentiality and let it slip that she was alive, right? After all, her plan was to take out Crimson Lotus without leaving a trace.
Sure, but that's just one reason. There's someone aside from Crimson Lotus who she doesn't want knowing she's alive. As a matter of fact, Mikiko-san never even contacted this person about it. Even though you'd think this would be the first person she'd run to after getting her memory.
Husband, I'm telling you, that man is shady!
Wait a goddamn minute.
All coming together.
This is insane. Can this person really be the killer? It's her husband. This fucking lunatic. Kyoya, because she even said when she saw him on the TV, he looked smug. You wouldn't say that about someone you actually like care about and, you know, they've done nothing wrong to you, because if she got all her memory back from him, you would think she would say like, oh my god, my husband, I saw him again and I got all my memories back and I remembered. Like, I was so happy. Unlike what she saw when she saw Kamurocho Theater, because apparently according to Shirakaba, she was so happy that, you know, she saw Kamurocho Theater, she remembered Kaito and everything. She didn't get any happy feelings from this fucking clown. And everything I've said from the beginning of this DLC, it seems kind of shady. He doesn't even care about his own fucking son. The fact that he cut June with a blade, which is why he's scared of blades, that's also weird. So yeah, it's this fucking guy.
Kyoya Sadamoto? You're saying he's the one killing the founders of Crimson Lotus?
Yep, you got it. And Mikiko-san has the same idea.
There's just something weird about that guy.
So then, he was trying to erase his ties with Crimson Lotus? No, hang on. Crimson Lotus's founders were the ones who set fire to Mikiko's family's house.
What did I say earlier? He's probably tipped them off.
How did Sadamoto have connections with the guys who burned his wife's family alive?
Oh, so you picked up on that. Then you'll like this next bit. Sadamoto's dummy company, Devenir. It had records from 17 years ago of illicit wire transfers to Ashizaki's security company. Know what that means?
Yeah, I figured that out too. Actually, it's weird. 17 years is way before Mikiko and Sadamoto got married. But Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus were connected back then, right? So what the hell's going on?
Just think of it like this. The Natsume family arson falls under questionable ties between Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus.
But that would mean... Oh, that's crazy! Sadamoto was involved in the arson?
Yup.
Bingo. What happened 2 years ago was Mikiko-san learned the truth. And Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus tried to silence her.
All right, Igarashi. No more guessing games.
Why do I have a feeling that he married her just to keep tabs on her? It's not a matter of like he loved her or he didn't know it was her family. I think he purposely married her to keep tabs on her, to make sure she never finds out. You know what I mean? Like all the loose ends taken care of.
Just who the hell is Kyoya Sadamoto, really?
The fucking devil. The type who'd make a Yakuza piss himself.
The devil? How so?
It all started with Rhizome, an event club Kenmochi started during his college days. Rhizome was like any other event group. You get together with friends, throw parties, go on live tours, and make a little cash. Guess they weren't making much back then. Then enters Kyoya Sadamoto, a business admin major at the same college. He started showing up as their advisor and turned everything around. They all ate up Sadamoto's words and expanded their services into some pretty gray territory. Since Sadamoto considered himself their advisor, he wasn't officially part of the group. But his talent, his accomplishments, and charisma had them wrapped around his finger.
And that Rhizome bunch went on to found Crimson Lotus?
Yeah, mainly around Kenmochi. Sadamoto already started his own business as a student. By the time he graduated, he was asking Crimson Lotus to do his dirty work. On the outside, he ran his business like some typical ambitious startup. But I'm sure he had guys coming after him. Probably made himself lots of enemies. It's what happens when you straddle both sides of the law. I bet it wasn't uncommon for him to deal with unhappy customers.
Guess it must have been convenient having his own personal cleanup crew.
Bet your ass it was. Sadamoto's company saw steady growth because of it. But eventually, that growth started to fizzle out. What was once a promising startup with tons of investment capital found itself in dire straits. That's when he set his sights on Mikiko-san's parents, the Natsumes.
Okay. How did... Oh my god, did he really kill the Natsumes? Since we left it on that topic.
So you're saying you know for sure Sadamoto had a hand in the arson?
Yes. Though it'd be more accurate to say he was the primary offender. It was about 15 years ago. Sadamoto heard about a property development plan from Kenmochi, who was a real estate broker at the time. Would have been a mighty lucrative deal, but the Natsumes were the only ones who wouldn't sell.
Yeah, I knew it!
Which led to threats and burning the place down. Classic land shark bullshit.
Because they needed money, so like, it's the same thing like the Millennium Tower, remember? They needed to get rid of everybody in order to build it.
What makes Sadamoto such a devil is what he did with the info Kenmochi brought him. He reworked it into a plan to fix all of his own company's problems in one fell swoop.
How's that work?
Kaito, the Natsume family was one of the richest in the area. If you include their property and stocks, they were worth tens of billions in assets. And since Sadamoto was struggling with funds at the time, he decided to help himself to that fortune.
But he couldn't pull that off unless...
Married her.
No way.
Yeah. Marrying Mikiko-san was all part of his master plan.
That's insane!
Clearly, the man has a way with people. Call it an uncanny knack for charm. His college circles treat him like a guru. They say he's a living legend. Even his company seems to be under his spell. And as we know, Crimson Lotus was always ready and willing to take up any of his dirty jobs. So, you can see now how the Natsumes must have fallen for his honest young businessman facade. After he had the parents eating out of his palm, he discovered their younger daughter had a stalker, while the older one was dating a Yakuza.
Wait, what do I have to do with this?
You should know, Kaito. Sadamoto used you too.
Me?
Wait, what? How am I a part of this plan?
How the hell could Sadamoto use me at any point in time?
Well, when Mikiko-san first met him, she told him she was seeing someone and thinking of marriage.
Oh, what the fuck?
Now, how do you think he responded to it? Surprise, surprise. He actually supported it.
He did?
Well, he figured if you were serious about her, you'd quit the Yakuza. If you needed cash, he'd go convince her parents. If it was a lawyer you needed, he would have arranged one. He had lots of reasonable suggestions.
He really offered all that?
I'm sure Sadamoto knew how hard it was for a Yakuza to leave the life. Not to mention, the Matsugane family had its own problems at the time, right? In any case, he knew you were locked in, and convinced Mikiko-san of the same. You both did exactly what he wanted. Then, once you were out of the picture, Sadamoto made his move on Mikiko-san. I imagine her parents might have even encouraged
Yeah,
it.
because he's not a Yakuza. He's like, oh,
And
he's a
after
young
the marriage
businessman.
was official, Sadamoto simply had to bide his time until the Natsume house burned down and their fortune was his to claim. Guy's a monster in human skin, right? And it seems his marriage was more of a shotgun wedding. I'm almost certain the kid was conceived as part of the plan to push her into marrying him.
Yo, that's fucked
In
up.
other
So he
words,
got her pregnant
June
so he
was
made
nothing
sure
more
that
to
she would
Sadamoto
marry
than a
him.
tool for making money.
It's also like in Asian culture, I know this is like typical in like other
I
cultures
feel
too, but
terrible
like
for Mikiko-san and June.
if someone does get pregnant out of wedlock, typically you kind of are in a sense forced to marry that person regardless if you do love them or want to be with them or not. Like I know that because I'm Asian, so like that's kind of like typically what Asian cultures are. And like I said again, it's across many other cultures as well. It's not just Asian, but like I just feel like that's what was happening there, that her parents were like, you have to like marry this guy because of your kid. I'm pretty sure that's why.
When did she figure out what her husband really was?
About 2 years ago, Sadamoto got hammered, rare for him, and fell asleep in his study with the computer on. That's when she stumbled upon his email exchange with Kenmochi.
Oh, idiot, he left it open.
Of course, that set off alarms in her head, so she dug through more of his inbox. It wasn't long before she knew the ugly truth. But then Sadamoto woke up. When he realized what she saw, he got violent.
That's when he had
I doubt
her
Mikiko
plan to
would go
get
down
killed.
easy to some pencil-pushing civvy.
Well, it turns out she did go down easy. We're talking about a guy who deals in the criminal underworld.
Right, don't underestimate. This guy's
He's
probably
very
fucking
likely
jacked
accustomed
under
to
there.
using force.
What happened after Mikiko got attacked?
She said her memories got fuzzy after that. She was probably drugged, and Sadamoto had Crimson Lotus clean up his mess.
I think that wraps it up for now.
Gotta say, I'm impressed you did all that research. No wonder you called yourselves Tojo Clan R&D.
Well, that's what happens when you know society like the back of your hand.
It's kind of true
The
too
whole
because
R&D
they used to be
thing might have been
Yakuza,
my
so
idea.
it's easy for them to catch on
But
to
it's
this
only
kind of
because we
thing.
know our shit.
All right.
So, how's it feel? That asshole Sadamoto played you like a fiddle and tore you apart from the woman you loved.
It doesn't matter. I made my choice.
That's the lamest shit I ever heard. I thought you'd blow a fuse.
No, that's kind of fitting for Kaito's personality.
I'll feel
I know
a hell of a lot
he
better if I
fights
can
with
just
his fists
clock
more
him one
often,
time real good.
but he has a good
Yeah,
heart in
that's
the
what I'm
end.
talking
So
about.
I
Go
like
knock
that
his
he admits his
goddamn lights
mistake.
out.
So, this is the spot.
Yeah, they do this reunion every year. And apparently Kyoya Sadamoto shows up to everyone. All the surviving founders of Crimson Lotus are probably in here somewhere.
I gotta go find Mikiko. Before she does something she can never take back.
Right. Because, like, I get, like, her whole revenge thing, and she has this plan to, like, take Jun out of the country, but, like, once you do that, you can never go back, and in a sense, you do kind of ruin Jun's life, too, because he's innocent in all of this, you know?
A receptionist. Guess you gotta have connections to get in.
What's the plan, Kaito?
Sneak in?
Gonna roll the way a detective rolls.
Or disguise!
Meaning,
By sneaking in with a disguise.
I knew it!
You? Disguised as what? You're still gonna look older than anyone here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mull that one over.
Janitor, like, cook, something. Employee kind of thing. Guess I gotta pay real close attention to the guests and see if I can find a way to sneak into the venue. Maybe I could find a disguise or something. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end this episode right here. I am so glad my instincts are right and not to trust that freaking guy, her husband, because he's so weird. And what tipped me off the most, what was weird, was the whole story that Jun talked about with the blades. That's just weird. That's too far. To teach your kid a lesson, you're gonna cut him up with a blade? Okay. But yeah, so I believe the next part is going to be the finale of this DLC, but we finally get to kick this guy's ass. Hopefully we can save Mikiko from doing something wrong, because like I said, she's going to put Jun in jeopardy, and he's innocent. He never did anything, you know? So I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to him, because he's such a good kid. So hopefully we can save all of this. But regardless of that, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so you can see the finale of the Kaito DLC. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!